I am an Indian, and there can be no greater pride than speaking about the great man who gave our country independence. Mahatma Gandhi, Mohandas Karamchand. Gandhi was born on 2nd October 1869 in Porbandar, Gujarat, into a humble family that valued truth, discipline and devotion. His father, Karamchand Gandhi, was the Diwan of Porbandar, and his mother, Putlibai, was a deeply religious woman. Mahatma Gandhi was married in 1883 to Kasturba when he was 13 and Kasturba was 14. It was an arranged marriage, which was common in society at that time. In his youth, he went to England to study law and later worked in South Africa, where he faced racial discrimination. Once he was thrown out of a train just because he was an Indian. That night, Gandhi sat alone at the station, shivering in the cold. He thought deeply, should I silently accept this insult and return home? Or should I peacefully resist this injustice? That was the moment that awakened the spirit in Gandhi to stand up against social injustice. He realized that staying silent in the face of injustice is wrong. When Mahatma Gandhi returned to India in 1915 from South Africa, he saw the condition of his fellow countrymen. The British were the rulers here, and Indians had become strangers in their own land. Farmers were forced to pay taxes, even if their crops failed. Indians were forced to wear foreign-made clothes, while their own handmade goods were devalued. The discrimination and humiliation was so deep that the common Indian was treated not as a human, but as a subject of submission. To change this, Gandhi chose two paths: non-violent resistance, satyagraha, Swadeshi movement, spinning one's own yarn, boycotting foreign clothes. He explained to the people, if we make our own clothes, grow our own food, and resist injustice peacefully, no power in the world can enslave us. Salt Satyagraha, Dandi March, 1930. The year was 1930. The British government had imposed a tax on salt in India. Salt, a basic necessity for every human being, rich or poor. Something that came from the sea. Yet, we had to buy it and pay tax on it. Gandhi, along with 78 satyagrahis, began a march from the Sabarmati ashram on 12th March 1930. They had no weapons, no military, only the strength of truth and a vow of non-violence. Their goal was to reach Dandi village in Gujarat, where they would break the law by making salt from seawater. Distance 240 miles, about 385 kilometers. Time 24 days. Date 6th April 1930. Upon reaching Dandi, Gandhi picked up salt from the seashore and sparked a peaceful revolution. Gandhi said, if the British government thinks it can tax salt, we will peacefully break this law, so that the nation understands that freedom is not begged for, but earned by standing up for one's rights. A small act that shook the British Empire. Gandhi said, this is not just salt, this is the first pinch of freedom. Quit India Movement, 1942. The year was 1942. World War II was raging. The British were weakened, yet refused to grant India independence. From Delhi, Mumbai, Calcutta, Patna, every city and every village echoed the same sentiment. No more, we want complete independence now. On the evening of 8th August 1942, thousands gathered at Govliya Tank Maidan in Bombay, now Mumbai. Gandhi stood on the stage, his face calm but his voice blazing with passion. He challenged the British in three powerful words: do or die. British, quit India. It was not just a slogan. It was the beginning of the final battle for freedom. The British were terrified. Gandhi, Nehru, Patel, and other top leaders were arrested that very night. The government thought the movement would stop. But the opposite happened. Leaders were in jail, but the people rose. Children pasted posters on walls. Women held secret meetings. Young men broke railway tracks, cut telephone lines, and hoisted the national flag. This was a movement where every individual became a revolutionary. In states like Uttar Pradesh, Bihar, Bengal, or Maharashtra, the wave of revolution was unstoppable. Leaders like Jai Prakash Narayan and Ram Manohar Lohia went underground and continued the movement. The British responded with bullets and batons, but the voice of the people could not be silenced. The Quit India movement sent a clear message to the British: India can no longer be held back. Freedom is no longer a dream, it is now a vow. And finally, in 1946, the British had to leave India. 15th August 1947, India became independent at last. 30th January 1948, the dark day when Bapu left us forever. A bullet was fired, and the soul of the nation trembled. Not just India, the whole world was stunned. But Gandhi did not die. His thoughts, his truth, his message of nonviolence live on. In every heart, every generation, every change, Bapu is still alive. He once said, "Be the change you wish to see in the world," and truly, Gandhi himself was that change. His life was a living message of truth, compassion, and unity. Jai Hind! Countless salutes to Bapu.